Here comes the nasty gram.
Send a priest to save my soul, forget it.
Welcome back to the Nasty Gram RPG podcast. This is the Monster of the Week, Scrimpin Down Under, Part 2.
Feeling it too hard is the poison to the heart of a cynic.
Welcome back, Nasty Gram fam. This is Matt, and we're playing Monster of the Week. Today, I'm joined by...
Hey, this is Jake. I'm playing Trent, the spooky expediter who sold his soul to the devil.
Hey everyone, Dan here playing Robert Louis Drake, the spell slinger and rogue blast chiller.
Yo, it's Mr. Dante here. I am playing the divine, exiled, African Zulu descendant, but from Boston.
There's a lot of hashtags in there.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Bartender. Oh yeah, I'm a bartender. That's the most important part. Hockey.
Corruptor.
It means justice in African.
We're going to do it every time.
Justice.
In African.
Wait, you speak. They just have one language there?
Just African.
It's like
for
common.
Yikes.
Common tongue, baby. What is African for justice?
Wow. Hockey. Hockey. Hockey?
Hi, this is Ryan. I'll be Ken Wiley, the expert saucier, cruise aficionado, and party leader for the remainder of everyone's lives here, because we're all going to die.
This is Josh. I'm playing Walter Bernays, spelled different than the sauce, the mundane, and unintentionally off the wagon. Unknowingly.
Very intentionally.
It was somebody's intention.
It was someone's.
Not yours.
For sure.
Should I have just said, hi, this is Mr. Dante. I'm going to get us canceled.
All right. So we are back where we left off. You all had essentially tanked
Someone's restaurant.
Kathy's
Kathy.
Shack and Chips.
Poor Kathy.
As you all ride away on your ATVs, Ken, you whip out your phone and you pull up that Yelp review and you see she's immediately down to 2.5. It's not good.
That's more than numbers I'm accustomed to.
That's where you feel good sitting.
We've pulled the ATVs off to the side.
You're like, my restaurant's always coming at this. Yeah.
Walter's off to the side. He kind of stretches his arms. He goes, "Woohoo! That was crazy. Oh, man." He walks over the cooler and snaps a seltzer and slams it back.
Ooh, how many of those seltzers have you had?
I don't know. I mean, they're good. I mean, these things would be a big seller. You put a little booze in this and you get this out to the younger folks. And I think this is something people would gobble up.
I mean, we're off the coast of Northern Australia here. It's very important to stay hydrated. This is an arid climate.
Yeah, he's not kidding. We're gonna get physical, and boy, I was sweating bullets in there, and that was a hoot getting out of there.
Hey, Hockey, do you have any of that hydration powder too?
Oh, yes. Oh, I have plenty of hydration
Right, we might need some of that later.
Why do you think the debacle happened outside?
I mean, it's for emergencies only, but just in case, it's good to have that.
Yes. We have plenty.
Bobby raises his hand and he says, guys, I will.
Hey, Mr. Cool. All right.
I will put that. Yep. That's my bad. That's my bad, guys. So, that being said,
I think I'm starting to understand why you flunked out of the academy.
Let's not point fingers or bring up the past. It's pretty traumatic. So why don't we focus on the future? Yeah, everyone, focus on the future, and we got to find these shrimps. We got to find these.
Hey, Ken, at any time in the future, is Bobby actually going to be a halfway decent cook?
Yeah,
am I right?
Okay,
Okay,
rookie, you need to take a back seat on your ATV.
No.
You don't get to drive anymore, all right?
Hey, we zing and we hang. It's all fun. It's all fun. It's all
Still
fun.
going to freeze you underwater. You're going to die. You're going to mutter that.
I like drunk Walter.
So where are we going? Where are we going, guys?
Bobby was right about one thing, though. We're not gonna, we're not going to cast any blame for any, chilly experiences at Kathy's. Nobody's going to blame Guy for almost burning down his own well, it used to be his restaurant, but the restaurant again. We're gonna roll out here and we're gonna get some shrimps.
Oh, hey, speaking about that, Ken, I just remembered while I was back, I went back to get more. When I went back to get more blue checks in the
Twitter
in the back, I saw some order sheets and thinking, hey, we're here to gather info. I looked over them right quick, and there wasn't a single thing on there that the Stega Troctile. It's not even an option that they can order. It's nothing that So we're breaking new ground. If that place doesn't have access to it, I don't think anybody's catching these things.
No, of course not. That's why we're here. If people were catching these things, then we wouldn't need to be out here. We could just order some, right?
Yeah.
No, we are the catch. We are the cook. We are the fucking everything, Walter.
That's right. Let's go.
Walter, before, because you need another salsa. But before then, me and Trent outside when we were speaking to the oil riggers, before I did the hydration powder and got and gave him the shrub, we did learn from the oil riggers that my oil riggers that scientists, the scientists most interested in the toxic fume locations. Yes, me and my oil riggers. What are y'all looking? Why
We're all we're all laughing,
looking away.
Those are my riggers because I was talking to them. But they were most interested in the toxic fume locations.
Only he can say that because he was the one talking to them.
Yeah, no. Trent was securing the food.
Those are his people.
Trent was securing the food. I was securing my riggers. Okay. I got as many as I could in one sentence. Meow.
This is never going to see the light of day.
Oil people. But the scientists were most interested in the locations with the most toxic fumes.
Do we?
Anyone want to point out that I was fucking right when I said we need to go to the most toxic place, right?
But what if it's the shrimp producing it?
Yeah, but when you say that word, it means a whole other bunch of nonsense. We're talking about actual
shit, Bobby.
Like chemicals.
Yeah.
You might be onto something there.
Yeah, they might fart.
They might the
Oh
ones
shit! When they die,
there might be a lot of dead shrimp in those.
Yep.
Yeah.
We want a live shrimp.
We could be breaking new science here too.
That's
Well,
not
I mean,
why
there
we're
could be
here.
studies named after us.
No. Ken, focus. Right? Well, how am I the one saying focus? We
It's
need
gonna
to go
be
and
called. It's gonna be called the Drake Expository.
So we need to find these shrimp, and if they're dying off here, that means there's probably more, right?
Yeah.
If they're dead, it's a problem though. We can't serve them.
they're dying. That's why it's toxic, right?
That's why it's toxic.
But we at least follow them back to where they're coming from before they die, or figure out what's killing them and stop what's killing them, and then they won't be dying, and then we can just harvest them.
Yeah, we can use Frankie, and we can suck them all up. And
We got to figure out what's killing them and stop them from being killed.
Yeah. Once they're not dead, we can
and
suck
then,
them up in the vacuum.
Look, and then maybe we can harvest them whenever we want. We could set up like a little fish farm.
I feel like that's really ambitious. Really, we just need to get the shrimp guys, and we need to go home. Yeah?
Let's get to it. Jump on, boys. Let's go. Fires up the ATV again.
Hockey hits right back on.
Who's
on there.
are you on the ATV with
I'm with Walter.
Maybe you should drive.
Should we let him drive? Yeah.
Well, no, Walter's already ripping off.
Walter's solo now.
And actually, after about 30 seconds, he comes back around and he goes, I actually don't even know where we're going. So, but I'm ready for it.
Yeah, why don't you lead the way, Walter?
Boy. All right.
If you find one of the sinkholes, I think we'll know.
Are we a bunch of fucking bros, too, with our night vision goggles while riding ATVs?
We do have 6 pairs, so
Yeah, but
the middle
you
of the
only need the
afternoon.
drivers to have them, right?
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have just enough.
It's broad daylight.
Okay, perfect.
They're not that noticeable in the
It's
face.
late afternoon, early evening.
I have them.
Show me that map, Ken. What we got here?
We got lots of sinkholes.
I'm clutched
So
tightly.
these are the ones that
Most toxic.
yeah, most toxic ones are there. To the
Up,
yeah, it's
right,
it's
up and right,
east.
okay.
Yeah, there's one to the southeast, and then one it's almost it's middle. It's almost dead center of the island right there. Those two seem to have the highest toxicity.
That's it. Let's go. That's the one. I point to it.
All right, let's go. Let's do this.
All right. I think we're going to hop on our ATVs and head for the toxic waste site.
While listening to Toxicity.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to Toxic by Britney Spears.
Oh, I love that one. That is such a good song.
I was listening to when I created this game. I'm not gonna lie. So you guys go tearing off through the grasslands of Barrows Island towards the center, towards one of these sunken oil rigs and stanky stink holes.
I'm explaining to everyone how Britney Spears is actually a robot she was replaced by a robot.
Oh, this is most fascinating.
It takes you a few hours to get there. The sun is sitting low in the sky. It's pretty hot by the time you get to one of these sinkholes, and it's about a half a mile away. You start to get this very strong odor of rotten eggs. Is hanging in the air as you approach. And as you get closer, the motors of the ATV start to sort of like bog down in this lack of oxygen, in this heavy, sulfury, stanky air that seems to be having a little bit of trouble like keeping power. You know, you're getting those like power drops and fluctuations as you get closer to this stink hole. And everybody,
I'm gonna put my scuba mask on. I'm gonna put the tank on.
Smart.
Breathe a little air.
Is there what am I thinking of? Is there a bunch of? Do we know if there's like birds flying around? Is there like any wildlife near us? Does it look like we're in a desolate area? Do we got like seagulls or albatross? I don't know what's in Australia.
Before you had started to smell this rank air, there were emus, kangaroo-esque creatures,
the money.
smaller rodents and birds. But the closer you've gotten to this hole and this smell is the less and less that you've seen of any sort of like creatures around it. If you want to give me an investigate a mystery roll, so that's plus sharp.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I haven't seen any wombats or kookaburras in a long time.
No plus sharp. Oop, there
I
goes
think we're
one.
getting close. Boom!
12, baby.
Whoa, nice.
Yowza.
Let's go.
So you see a couple of carcasses of some dead birds and smaller dead mammals as you approach this hole. You kind of slow down on your ATV as you kind of pass them to get a good look at them, pointing them out. Robert, you can see, because you have experience with necromancy, you can see that these animals look like they were probably poisoned by something. Does everybody have scuba masks on, or is it just Ken?
I will put mine on.
I follow Ken's lead if I see him do that.
When he pulls over to do it, we wrangle everyone to pull over and start putting in the aspirators and
Just
hooking up the scuba.
Just before Walter puts his mask on, I say, hey, Walter, and then I go and pass him another seltzer. Right before we get, so
Oh yeah, you gonna need that hydration powder? I'm still, I was sweating my balls off in that kitchen. Oh, excuse me.
we will save that for later.
All right, yeah.
I don't think he's ready for the. I'm assuming hydration powder is something that's going in his nose, right?
I mean, he said there was hydration
In
powder.
an emergency, yep, that's what I'm waiting for. The senses to need it to be heightened. Okay,
Yep.
He rips down a
Nice.
seltzer.
We're gonna bring you down before we bring you back up.
We breathe it? Oh, is that why? I feel like I'm getting out of breath. Okay, we're putting on the tanks and yeah, all right.
It is, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking great. Most of the wildlife we've passed is dead, and most of it is
God, you're a nonstop sourpuss over there.
No, it's poison.
No,
Things are being poisoned to death.
He's totally right. It's basically the devil's asshole. That's where
That's
we're
not
going.
look good.
Hey, if anyone would know, it'd be Trent. Am I right?
Yeah, I was,
Wait, I did bring antivenom, but shit, that's for snakes.
Nose deep.
We're gonna die.
yeah. So this fucking crack squad with scuba gear on ATVs is moving on. We're how far out from it can we Does it have any like color to it? Like, does it look like a cloud, or is it?
The air does have a bit of a haze to it.
Yep.
Like you can definitely tell that there's something hanging in the air around here.
Okay.
Do we find a sinkhole?
Yes, you do. Once you don your masks and you kind of continue on, you're able to go from maybe like another, 100, 200 feet, something like that, before the ATVs just sort of cut out. They're not able to get enough oxygen into them to like actually fire over, and they all kind of sputter out. As they come to a stop, you can see probably another 50 meters in front of you, a big black hole in the ground, probably, 30 to 40 feet across. And everything around it, all the grass and all the plants are brown and shriveled and dead around this area.
Wow, this looks like the spot. Walter gets out. He immediately grabs a thing of rope. He starts tying it off to the ATV, tying around his waist, and goes, all right, boys, we got to get down there. We're going to get these shrimp. We're going to get this motherfucking recipe, everything we need. Let's go. Jesus with me, motherfuckers.
Yes, you are right. You are right, Walter. I love the energy, Walter.
He pulls back his scuba mask for a second to down another seltzer, and then he's going to dive back rappel style into the hole with the rope.
And that was the last we ever saw of Walter.
With the rope tied off the ATV.
Just because like, he didn't put it in park. He just put the brake.
This is what could go wrong. Whatever you charge into immediate danger without hedging your bets, hold 2.
While he's doing that,
Okay.
I go and I open the cooler and I pass out a round of drinks to everyone.
Please,
And
absolutely.
I say, before we go pick up his body, I just wanted to give a toast to Ken. This has been fucking awesome, man. This is really great. This is probably the best mission I've been on. I mean, and you're absolutely right. That guy, I point to the hole. That guy's way more fucking fun. Cheers.
Hey, if you think this is awesome, you should go on a cruise with me sometime. It'll change your life.
Ken, as my people have always said since the beginning of time, Wakanda forever.
Bobby's got a toast up as well, and he
I don't think he's seen the movie.
he
Waka what
glances
now?
over his shoulder and he's like,
Oh,
"Yeah, do you think he's okay? Do you think we should help him out?"
How long's he been down for?
probably
Wakanda.
dead.
He's probably dead.
Probably dead.
Did he pressurize his mask before he jumped in the water?
Absolutely not. That thing just floated right off his face.
I don't know if
There's no water. There's no water.
Can I protect Walter?
There's no water.
3 minutes later.
After I finish my drink, I throw the empty can into the sinkhole.
Can we protect brain dead Walter?
So how many seltzers is Walter at now? 5?
I think 4 or 5.
I think
It's 5.
I think at least 5, maybe
All right.
6.
I think
yeah.
5 was the downed one he just did.
So give me a tough roll as
Fucked up.
as Trent cracks this and gives the cheers. You all kind of look towards the hole with your can up, and you see Walter strap this rope and give it a good cinch, and then just whoop, jump
Fucking
backwards.
Mission Impossible it.
Right now.
Amazing.
Total salute. Salutes. That's the way this thing goes.
Going out like
and
a
that's a
gangster.
10.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
And tough.
He's been sober for a while, but he can hold this fucking liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's America.
So it's a good thing you've had a few of these refreshing water beverages, because as you jump, you feel that weightless free fall feeling for about 20 feet before your body impacts with water at the bottom of this sinkhole. But you're drunk enough that
He put flippers on too, by the way.
you just sort of like your body just it like goes with the impact. It doesn't hurt. You just kind of like fall in. It almost reminds you of when you were baptized, when you were born again. That
Yeah.
it almost feels
Full dunk.
as if God caught you and just slowly dipped you into this stanky bath of cave water.
Oh, Lord, Trent's up there in the devil's asshole. I'm down here swimming in the virgin's puss.
This is what we hear. This is what we hear, guys. This is what we hear.
He did.
You will take -1 ongoing from your delicious seltzer binge.
Okay.
Really improving our chances
I
here.
love that we are just encouraging this.
We just
now-
implode it. We do it all to ourselves.
Yep. Yep.
Sounds about the industry.
You're now floating in this pool of water. The water itself is surprisingly clear for the amount of haze and everything that was above ground. Once you're submerged, it's a very, very clear, relatively calm water. You can feel a slight current pulling you in one direction, but you don't see any way to get past. It kind of just looks like it's a solid wall around you, but you can feel water moving sort of down below your legs.
I wait momentarily, knowing that my companions were hot on my heels.
And then a can
Cut to-
gets thrown down, lands
To
in the
them
water near you.
toasting.
And a can comes flying over and hits you smack in the forehead.
I pick it up and shake it, realize it's empty.
You all hear that slight tang that
I think Bobby starts unloading the ATVs, grabbing the nets and handing the nets out, and probably I think we got like live bags so that whatever we catch down there, we can bag it and bring it up to the surface.
When you hand Trent a net, he says, "I don't think we're going to find any alive. They're dead. That's why it's toxic, right? When they die."
Right, but they have to be living in order to die. So I'm thinking that maybe not all of them are dead.
No,
Hockey goes to check on
I think
Walter.
we need to figure out why they're dying.
Come on down, you bunch of sissies. Trent, I can see your vagina from here.
Hockey, as you look over the edge of this sinkhole, you just see Walter floating, just dead man's floating with his arms spread out. It almost looks like you're looking down upon Jesus on the crucifix, floating in this pool of water below you.
He pops his regulator back in.
I run up, I say, Walter, you have shown us the way. Look at you. You are in your glory, and here is another salsa. And I throw it right down at him.
I take a picture of that, put it up on Instagram.
Oh, that's going to be great for our montage video.
So as you look at the picture, you look down, and the size of him in this hole, it almost reminds a couple of you of what a bobber, or if you were fishing for some sort of larger creature of this sort of lore just floating on the surface.
Sure.
A fly when you're fly fishing, just waiting for something below to come up and nibble on
Snatch
it.
He pulls out his regulator again, shotguns the seltzer, goes,
Let's get some goddamn troglosauruses. Ooh, sorry, Lord.
Oh my
I'm kidding.
I think we gather up the equipment and we lower. I lower myself down. Bobby does.
I follow.
Hey, Bobby, take your time. If there's anything, let's see. Let's just take another minute, see what happens to Walter. I mean, it looks like it's okay, but we'll see.
Robert, as you don your gear and sort of hook up a rope and you kind of look over the side, can you give me a read a bad situation roll, please?
Yes, I can.
Let's go.
we underused that one.
Yeah, right. A little better than Snake Eyes. I rolled a 1 and a 2. So that's a 4 total.
Mark
So,
Okay,
I mean,
Big experience game.
So,
Big
yep.
experience game.
Things are looking pretty good, is what you're saying.
things are looking great.
So as you get your gear up and you look down, it's like I said, it's very clear water. You can see that it's very blue, and the walls of this sinkhole have this that like reddish orange tint to them, like Australian sort of sand does.
Yep.
But as you look down at the bottom of this hole, you see that at the bottom of it's just black. It's orange, and then hits the water and it kind of distorts a little, but it still holds that orange color until it gets to the bottom of this. And it is this inky, murky black color beneath Walter as he floats there.
Okay.
And as you sort of hook up your gear and you set up to belay and sort of jump down, you see it move.
Bobby kind of exhales, and he's kind of like at the lip of the hole, like his part of his head is above the hole, and he turns back up to the rest of his friends standing there, and he says, "You know, we might not have Walter much longer." And then he kind of jumps down at speed towards the hole.
As you jump, you look down to see where you're going to land, and you see that blackness open up into this sort of pinkish hue as these jaws spread open and reach up and swallow Walter whole and drop back beneath the water as it percolates, and then you splash down just as it closes beneath him.
All right. As soon as I hit the water, I start swimming down.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I said that and then did essentially what Walter did. It just backdrop and free fall into the water.
Should I follow?
So the rest of you hear
Walter!
this almost rush, sort of that sound of a large body of water evacuating a space really quickly. You hear that just after Robert calls out to you, and you hear that blunk sound as the water pressure changes in that hole.
Trent looks down at the hole and then looks back at the ATV, and he's going to run over to the ATV that the rope is tied to and try to start it.
Got it on
Give
the line.
me an act under pressure roll.
Almost a pass.
It's a fail because I have -1. Cool. Yeah. I think I'm going to... I've never used the luck.
No,
I think I'm...
hold on. You don't even understand. You don't know how these things work. You really...
It's well, I know it's not getting enough air.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe... Well, Ken knows that.
Yeah.
But so I jump on and I start...
Ken
trying
takes
to
a
start
snorkel and starts to try to blow air from the regulator into the
Okay.
manifold.
Is that a help out?
I'm going to do a help out. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at a 6 right now, so...
What are you, Snake Eyes? Tell me Snake Eyes. Tell me a Snake Eyes.
That's the only one I know by memory. You make the situation worse.
I make the situation worse.
Let's go.
I brought a tank of nitrous oxide with me for some reason.
Just
for shits and giggles, and I'm breathing the wrong tank right now.
I'm trying to start it. I'm it won't start.
Trent, you run over to this ATV, you hop on, and you start hitting the Kickstarter, and it's not turning over, but it's slowly, you can feel it slowly pulling forwards. You engage the brake, but it's starting to inch towards the edge of this sinkhole as this thing pulls down.
Well, that's my turn.
Ken, you run over to try to you see that it's not starting and not getting air, so you take off your regulator, you go to blow air into it, and you get lightheaded. So lightheaded that you pass out, you lose consciousness, and just drop next to Trent on top of this ATV.
Phenomenal.
As you haven't been getting enough oxygen this whole time with your nitrous oxide tank. You hit the ground and you just start cracking up laughing for no reason whatsoever as he's trying to start it.
Bunch of commandos.
Anybody else?
I said I was going to help Dan, but I could help. No, you're good. All right, so I see Dan jump down. I mean, yes, and I have a quick internal conversation. I say, well, I gave him all of those salsas. I also could probably get us all three away, but it may not be good. Fuck it. And I just jump in after Dan. My plan is to, if we can somehow get to Walter, I can use my angel wings and try and get us back to safety.
Angel wings. All right,
Which is going to be real bad if I do it wrong.
Give me an act under pressure roll.
Not real bad, but we may not end up where we're supposed to be if I do it wrong.
Oh my God.
I rolled 4. What's act under pressure?
Cool.
Cool.
Mark
5.
experience.
Mark experience.
How
Should
much
I-
do you have?
Should I luck it or should I mark
leveled.
experience?
You leveled? Nice.
If
I'm pretty close.
If I do this, I'll get 3. Should I luck it?
We are not doing well.
We are.
You know what? Let me luck it. How about that?
Okay.
All right, that's an auto 12.
Luck
Right?
12.
Mm-hmm.
Can avoid all harm from.
What's your special? Do you have one? When it says you use your luck?
Oh, when you spend a point of luck, you get word your mission requires something difficult that must be done by you urgently. So now I have to do something.
When you spend a point of luck, you get word that your mission requires something difficult that must be done by you urgently. And your mission is you have been exiled. You must work for the cause of good without drawing attention from your brothers and sisters, as they are bound to execute you for your crimes. So you were a bad guy?
Well,
He was trying to do good.
Some
Okay.
like a
out.
fallen angel.
You may have attracted someone's attention.
Okay, so what is that again? Eli 5.
What?
Explain that like I'm
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
My
So basically, because he used luck, he has
I have to do
the
something.
divine forces that control him force him to do something, and
I
it
imagine
has to do something with being good.
Yeah, I imagine
Okay.
myself. Actually, when I originally was making this character, I was imagining myself as Chris Rock, who was the apostle in Dogma. So I was thinking of like kind of like that kind of character. So I'm down for whatever. I'm
Okay.
like chaotic
Well,
good.
so his mission is that he must work for the cause of good without
Yeah,
drawing attention from his brothers and sisters who will apparently kill him for doing good things.
You did get this sober, Jesus loving guy drunk enough
Yep.
to dive into.
Yup.
And so now
Yeah.
you must do something difficult by you urgently. I mean, you're kind of in the process of doing that right now.
I definitely did make
You
get a
have
sober
this-
man drunk.
Internal monologue with yourself as you're like standing at the edge of this sinkhole, sort of hyping yourself up before
That's when the fuck it
you-
came in, kicked in.
swan dive off the top of this.
Yo, Hardy
And-
Boy style, baby.
Yeah, there's almost sort of an angelic chime that sings in your ears as the wind whistles below you, through your ears.
I am so sorry. So I'm so glad you said that, because whenever I activate the power, because I said I was going to talk in we this whole time, that shit flew out the window. But part of my character is, so when I am in my regular form, I look like Lance Reddick, the late great Lance Reddick, and whenever I activate my powers, I look like Angela Bassett from Black Panther. So that was supposed to be the we. It was supposed to be a male and female, and then I kind of forgot about that. So yes, that angelic. As I dive, I turn into this beautiful black Nubian
Damn.
queen.
Thick.
Yeah, but I still have the same voice.
All right, so for a 12 plus on Act Under Pressure, you get to choose either what you wanted to do and something extra, or to do what you wanted to absolute perfection.
I don't want anybody to die because I'm new, and I figured I'd be the first one to die being new. So I guess my plan is to, because I'm really concerned about Ryan because the laughing gas, and really what I want to do is get down. I guess I'm imagining me and Dan will be able to find Walter, and then I'm just able to grab us, and I guess I'm underwater, so I can't say anything. I just kind of, and then we just kind of pop up right near the rest of the group at the ATV. That works.
Yeah, so as you swan dive and your form
I guess they haven't seen my form yet,
blossoms
too.
into this curvaceous beauty as you hit the water in a perfect form dive. You're able to go down and you see this creature's mouth closing, and you see Walter with this sort of creepy, happy smile on his face as he's being pulled down in what he could possibly believe is the hands of God swallowing him up to bring him home. You're able to dive down and grab his hand, and your wings erupt from the back of your body. Walter, you see this Nubian angel splash down, and as the bubbles and water break in front of you, you see the glow of the sun behind this form reach down and grab your hand, and you see these wings beat down once and pull you out of this soft, warm maw.
Keep going.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Keep going. Tell me more. Say it slower.
Dante,
Slower.
is there a role for the angel wing thing?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yes, that was the whole part of it. My bad. You can instantly go anywhere you visited before or to a person you know well. I'm assuming the before was by the ATVs. When you carry one or two people, you will roll plus weird.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. But wait, was that?
So give me a plus weird
Follow-up.
as you grab the
follow-up,
hand
okay.
of of Walter, and this wing beat brings you up, and you're able to grab the other
6
hand
plus
of
7.
Robert.
So I got a mixed success on a 7 to 9. You don't quite, on a plus 10, you get to go anywhere you wanted. On a 7 to 9, you don't quite manage it. Oh, either you or all are separated or you all appear in the wrong place. So how about I get separated?
As your hand closes around Bobby's hand as he splashed down in this water to swim down to try to help Walter, you hear that angelic chime in your ear again, and you close your eyes and you picture Ken on the ground laughing beside this ATV as Trent is trying to kick down and get this thing started. And that's where you want to be. And you open your eyes. You are still down in the water.
Damn.
You're fully clothed, no rope tied to you, and now your wings soaking wet, all of the weight pulling you down into the mouth of this creature. The two of you are instantly lying on the ground next to Ken, who is cracking up fucking laughing, and Trent trying to start this ATV.
Jesus was black.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Of course.
That's not new.
Where's hockey?
It's new for Walter.
Where's hockey?
Bobby probably realizes, obviously, magic and or whether he calls it divine. Something is clearly, cracked loose.
You were in the water.
I was
and
in
now
the
you're
water,
not.
and now I'm not. He's kind of on all fours, and he went from all fours, like being face down in the water, to all fours being face down on the land. And he's wide-eyed and looks across at Ken, laughing hysterically. You're on the ATV, Jake?
Yeah, I've kind of stopped, and I'm looking like over my shoulder now. Like I stopped trying to start it and just looking at them in shock.
Where's hockey?
It must have been hockey. Hockey must have done this.
Throw him a rope.
So Walter hasn't acted since he got eaten, so I'm going to jump in.
Do it.
He's going to grab a spear gun and jump back in.
Okay.
Let no good deed go unpunished.
Keep my brothers and sisters away.
Give me an act under pressure.
-1, right?
Just imagining the Sonic
-1,
countdown.
but you also have 2 forwarded from your...
I have 2 holds.
Okay, 2 holds.
One of them I can use on an act under pressure roll, but I rolled a 10. I have +1 cool, 11, so it's still a 10 with my -1 ongoing.
I'm coming for you, Black Jesus!
Hockey, do your wings recede back into you, or are they still sort of out? Whatever you want.
Oh, those bad boys are still out.
Okay.
I haven't been able to be Angel Bassett this whole time.
Walter, you dive back down with this spear gun and regulator. With one hand, you're pushing the regulator back into your mouth, this rope tied around your waist, and a spear gun in the other as you careen down towards the water. You break the surface and you see this hulking black mass of a creature. It looks shiny. You can see 2 yellowed eyes, probably about a foot and a half in diameter for each eye. And you see what looks like these wings or feathers sticking out from the corner of its mouth. Okay.
Next.
I think Bobby kind of scrambles up from the ground, tank still in his mouth, and he runs to the edge and he sees all of this.
Oh, yeah.
Is the creature at the surface?
Just below. It's like maybe 4 or 5 feet below the surface, kind of sinking down.
Bobby says, "Quick, everyone grab the harpoon guns. Let's go." And he runs back to the ATV, grabs one himself, and throws one to Trent and jumps off and into the water. And he's going to shoot. Once he hits the water, he'll reassess the situation.
Okay. Is anybody else following? I will say that you've like kind of overcome this. Like you've realized what's going on, and you're reaching for one of the spare tanks on the ATV that's behind Trent to switch it out
for air and not. Yeah.
I'm going to roll before I describe what I do. I've learned the hard way. Trent drops the spear gun and goes, "Fuck that." And he goes over and he gets a drink, opens it up, chugs it, and then he actually cuts his hand and bleeds into the can
That's
And
my guy.
He's sitting there bleeding into the can, like looking down to the hole, and he waits until the monster opens its mouth a little bit, and then he whips the can at it. I'm jinxing it.
Okay, is that
I'm giving it the demon blood.
a plus weird?
It is. Yep.
All right.
I rolled an 11, which means that I get 2 holds that I can use. But so I'm cursing it basically with the demon blood.
Okay.
So that's it. I'll interject when I use them.
You fill this can with your blood, and you see this creature's mouth open to sort of swallow,
Yep.
like chug down its meal, and you gun this can and it breaks the surface, and you see it sort of disappear into this thing's mouth.
So Trent's blood isn't really blood. Like it kind of like moves on its own. Like, so it goes into the can, and then you see it kind of like a little tentacle of it almost like squirm out and like squirm around a little bit. Like it, whenever he kind of bleeds, like it's like a living creature almost.
Gross.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's the demon.
That's hot.
Cool.
It's so hot right now.
That trend is so hot right now.
Dante, I'm going to have you take 1 harm as this thing has begun to swallow you. But you do see this can of tentacle come breaking the surface of water beside you. What would you like to do?
As I see that, am I still caught in the teeth? Am I
No teeth in this. It is all soft tissue.
soft tissue?
There's some joke. There's some joke in there
No,
about
no
no teeth.
dentata. Yeah.
It's a gumma.
It's a gumma. Okay, can I actually? So you know what? Is there any way I can use my wings maybe to flap myself off, or kind of maybe free myself, maybe retract them? I'm trying to, I don't know, essentially either use my wings to help me navigate to get to the. It's like he dropped a vial, right? Is that what it, something like that?
I dropped a can, a Truly's can into its mouth.
Ken flapped himself off
What's-
on a plane.
Oh, so hot right now. That is so hot. Wait, what is this? What does that do? What is your?
It's just it lets me like give it
Curse him.
penalties and
Yeah.
give you bonuses if you're attacking it and shit like that.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Then let's go for an attack. Oh,
An attack.
can I attack it?
Sure.
Should I attack it? Yo, I
You
got
can
a
do whatever
razor
you
whip.
want.
For all them years my people had to suffer, I got a whip, baby. So you know what I'll do? I
Okay.
will I'll kind of come back to realize that I'm still in the mouth. Happy that I was able to do something good. Meanwhile, keeping in the back of my head that I got to get Walter more drunk. So yeah, so I'll retract my wings and I will take out my razor whip, and I'm gonna stay in Angela Bassett mode because nothing like a woman scorned. So yeah, I will I guess go kick some ass. Is that what it is?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Give me a kick some ass roll.
What I do is kick some
Plus
ass.
tough.
So my razor whip is 3 harm, hand area, messy, holy.
Roll plus stuff.
It's basically they're just all to like help describe shit,
Okay,
except for the range, which is range.
yeah, I'm just gonna, or at least use the whip to kind of maybe clear some area around me. That is an 8 plus
Tough.
10 in total.
Oh, that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
As your wings retract,
Because I'm a beautiful black woman. That's why.
the belt that cinched your sort of robe to you in your Angela Bassett form begins to grow these spikes as your hand grabs it and pulls it off of your waist, and you kind of flick it down into this thing's throat, and you see it make connection with what maybe a tonsil or a cheek or some part of its throat, and you see this burst of inky blood spurt out from it, and its mouth opens back up as you do 3 harm to this thing
Yes.
and are able to push your way out of its mouth a little bit.
Is he still kind of in its mouth?
Yes.
Can I use one of my holds on the Jinx power? I just noticed one of the abilities is the target loses something that you will soon find. Can it perhaps lose an angel?
I am a fallen
And usually
angel.
when you
Unless you have something else to what?
kick some ass, it
Yeah,
kicks
there's
ass
a
back.
downside.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I take damage, right?
Yeah.
And that, with a 10, you can choose an added effect. You can do an extra damage. You can take 1 less damage. You can move the monster where you want it, etc.
Let's go with maybe you making me a little more, separate myself from the monster, bring me more towards the surface.
Okay. So as
Yeah.
your whip connects with this thing and that burst of inky blood erupts from its throat, you feel this burning sensation where your wetsuit was ripped open from where your wings were,
Mhm.
and you take 2 harm
Damn.
as this toxic blood of this creature begins to burn your flesh
Not good.
and
Not good at all.
begin to bubble up from this thing's throat.
Man, I'm going to use one of my holds from before. Walter kind of takes his spear gun and he kind of uses it like a fish hook to grab and help pull Hockey with his momentum up to get him out of that blood a little faster.
Okay.
So reduce someone's harm suffered by 1.
Word.
Yes.
Just 1 harm.
Okay, now I'm only at 2 instead of 3.
And Trent, what was it that you did?
So I mean, if it's too much, that's fine. But I was saying
Thanks, Walter.
the target, which is the monster, it loses something that I will soon find.
Walter, you kind of use your spear gun to catch on to Hake's wetsuit and pull him up out of that blood a little bit so that not as much seeps into his wetsuit. Trent, you see as this thing gets struck and this blood comes out from its mouth, you see something out of the backside just underneath the tail kind of like fall out of this creature. You're not sure what it is, but you see that like something fell off of it from beneath its tail somehow.
Okay.
Egg pouch.
Next.
Did you find your oxygen?
Yeah, I'm breathing all right now. Thanks, Bobby.
Bobby down in the sinkhole, he is going to shoot the harpoon gun at it.
Okay.
And if he hits, he's going to do something. But if not,
Cool. Kick some ass.
8.
Word. This spear gun fires off and it cuts through the water and you see it make contact with one of its eyes and there's another spurt of inky liquid that comes off of this thing. As you kind of like celebrate in your, joy of making contact, you don't see this thing's tail come up from below and makes solid contact with your body and slams you against the side of this sinkhole.
Okay.
Taking 1 harm.
All right. I think what my plan will do, I'll follow up with the action later, is to just hold on to the wire that the harpoon is attached to.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that, but someone else can go.
So I once I start breathing air again, I'm gonna go to my old juju bag of tricks. Gonna harken back to our first adventure together and get the Old Bay bag.
Nice.
Dealing with seafood again, and gonna dangle that down there and say, "Bon appetit." Fish worm thing. I don't. What are we dealing with down here?
Just kill it!
All right. I rolled. Snake eyes again.
You're going to be like
That is
10th level.
four.
You're going to be like
For me.
10th level.
That is the 4th Snake Eyes in this session.
Oh, this is awesome.
Wow.
So that
Do
actively
you
makes it
fall
worse.
off, do you all fall off the cliff?
Yeah. So I'm throwing a satchel of Old Bay and some magical other herbs and spices into this pit, and I don't know what happens from there, Matt. Take it away.
Cool.
It's the same one you used to make the shrimp grow.
Was that the wrong blend?
Yeah. So
I should have breathed a little more first. I'm sorry, guys. Be careful down there.
you switched over your tank, but you didn't quite clear all of the nitrous oxide out of your lungs before you made your decision to help your kitchen crew. And
Cue laugh.
He's huffing again.
you pull out what you think is your juju bag. You walk over the edge of the cliff and you plant your foot to go to throw it in, and the side of this sinkhole gives way as you lean forward and the satchel stays behind you and lands on the top of the cliff as your body falls directly down into this hole.
I did it wrong. I did it wrong.
Taking 2 harm.
Jesus Christ.
No. I'll save you.
As well as you land on top of, was it Trent that went in with the?
No, Trent's not in.
Okay. Who went? It was.
Nope, not it. I was
Crossbow.
clearly somewhere
That's
else.
right. Okay.
Somewhere far
No,
away.
Robert's in there, right?
So
yes,
you,
I am. Of course, I am.
Robert, you're pinned up against the side of this
wait,
sinkhole.
so everyone's in there now
along the
except me.
tail, and
Oh,
as
boy.
you kind of look up to sort of like push yourself against this tail, you look up and see Ken falling from above you, and he lands directly on top of you.
Perfect.
You take one harm in his body landing on top of you, but it does release you from the wall, being pinned against this thing.
All right. Yep.
Who's next?
I think Walter will take a go. He sees this thing swirling chaos, and he kind of holds the spear gun and charges forward.
It looks good.
Ooh.
+1, -1, because my -1 ain't going. So it's a 9.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend my other hold to inflict +1 harm.
Okay.
So it's a mixed success on...
I'm going to give you +1 forward.
Okay, that makes it a 10.
Yeah. So that can explodes and that ichor kind of what are you using for a weapon?
Spear gun.
It like surrounds the tip of the spear, knowing that it's going to get inside the monster if it does that.
Nice.
So he kind of lunges forward and then sees this thing come coil around it and almost like reflexively shoots earlier than he planned, and it actually times it better and it shoots right into this thing's mouth, scores a good hit.
Cool. How many harm?
So I don't know what a spear gun does for harm.
Probably
2.
2. 2 is pretty
We'll call
average.
2.
2, so +1 harm from my hold, but it's a full success of 10, which means I can choose. I'm gonna really pour it on. No, I'm going to force them where you want them.
Okay.
So I'll do 3 harm, and I force them where I want them, which is so we're down in this tunnel, and maybe it narrows a little bit below it, and I kind of trying to drive it up onto the flank so that it can't scoot away below us. So it's kind of like pushing it up towards this kind of rocky ledge.
Okay.
So that hopefully my other companions can pile on the hurt.
Cool. Yeah, this crossbow bolt makes contact with that can, and there's this sort of like pop of blackness. It's not the same inky blackness. This almost has like a more defined shape to it. You could swear that it almost looks like a hand explodes out of this can and like grabs this creature by the throat and pushes it up against the wall.
Gnarly.
Cool. And do I take any harm?
Bigsby's.
Are you in the water?
Oh, I am.
Yeah, you take 1 harm from all of this thing's blood floating around. Your wetsuit it covers most of all of you, but there's still bits of skin that are exposed, and you can feel this like burning sensation. It almost feels like there is like hot oil splattering on your face for 1 harm.
All right.
Trent runs over to one of the other ATVs and he grabs a net. And now that thing is kind of pushed off to the side, he's going to try to scoop out whatever came out of it, scoop it out of the water.
It's like 40, 50 feet down at the bottom of this sinkhole. Frank could reach it.
Okay. I toss him the net and I say, Frank, get that thing.
No, Frank is an inanimate object.
Right. Does Frank have a battery?
Yeah, Frank's the pool robot. Trent.
Maybe he's got Alexa plugged into him.
Frank does. He has a plug, and these ATVs are modern, so they actually
shit.
do have a plug adapter to it.
Okay.
but
Frank's the plug.
unfortunately, in Ken's rush to grab it, he didn't grab the extension cord that comes with it to give it its full length.
Might I take this opportunity to roll preparedness?
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, the bag of tricks.
When I need something unusual or rare, I roll plus sharp.
Okay.
I got a 5 plus 1 because I can't read 2 dice at the same time. So 6 plus 3, which gives me a 9. So I have it, but not here. Trent. I got there's an extension cord for the robot. It's
I don't see it.
It's with It's with Paul on the boat. Fuck.
Fuck it. I plug it in, I throw Trent in, and then I push the ATV in.
Oh, so you plug Frank into the ATV and then
And then I
push
push
the
the
ATV
ATV
into
in.
the water.
That's smart. That's smart. I'm gonna straight crush my ass. No, I'm gonna get crushed. Am I still in the water?
Okay.
I'm like the bottomest of everybody, right?
Give me an act under pressure roll.
I'm wicked good at these guys. -1. Here we go.
Under pressure.
I rolled a 6, -1. That's a 5. That's a fail.
Level up.
Let's go.
So you, in your panic, you plug Frank in and you hit the button and Frank turns on. Like there's enough power in the battery of this ATV to actually get this thing up and running. And
Go, Frank!
you
Frank!
you throw Frank over the side and you see it fall, but the cord to the ATV kind of hits its extension and you see Frank fall and hit the side of the sinkhole. So you unhit the parking brake on the ATV and push the ATV so that it can reach further down. And as you see it break over the edge of this sinkhole, you're like, it can finally reach. And then you see it sink below the surface and there's this light spark as the electricity
Weird, the
is
battery
shot
doesn't work underwater.
on this ATV.
But did he get enough juice to power him up?
Frank turned on and then Frank turned off.
As Bobby flails around trying to get Ken off of him from the water, he says, "For fuck's sake, Ken!" And he grabs he grabs two things. He grabs a small pouch from his pocket and his ice pick, and he's going to stab the pouch, and it's got some sort of like this blue liquid in it. And as it hits the cord that he's got in his hand, it kind of starts to jump and move along the cord. And I'm going to try to use magic
Okay.
and see if it does nothing. It's a 1 and a 3.
Nice.
But I have 6, 7. I get to an 8 from that. So mixed success.
Plus
Holy
4?
shit.
I have +3, and then one of my moves gives me a
damn.
+1.
Damn.
So 8 mixed success.
Yep.
And
So-
what were you trying to do?
I am trying to use my combat magic and use my necromancy, but kind of using the harpoon cord as the connect.
Okay.
Because the necromancy is add life drain to my base attack.
And you're trying to hurt whatever this creature is with your...
Yep. It's my combat magic, which is 2 harm magic, close, obvious, loud.
Okay. You take your pick and stab into this bag, and there is this eruption of sound that emanates from it. It's like, have you ever been underwater when somebody lit an M80 off
Yep.
and threw it in the pool?
Mm-hmm.
It's that sensation. Everybody in the water around you, everybody takes 1 harm in this sinkhole as this concussive force sort of detonates from Robert.
I'm just trying to do the harm to it. I'm essentially kicking ass, but using magic to do it. It does 2 harm.
2 harm? Word. So pushed up against this wall, you see this concussive force goes off. Everybody kind of gets rocked in the water, and you see this thing's head get snapped back and rock off the side of this sinkhole, which loosens some of the earth above it that falls down and hits it in the body, taking some harm. But at the same time, creates a wave that disorients everybody around you.
Yep. Checks out.
Okay.
Sounds like something ongoing.
Yeah, everybody will take -1 ongoing for
-1. I'm going.
turbulent waters.
Okay.
Where would I put that? Just anywhere on the paper? Just
Yeah,
like
just
minus
a little
one.
note on the side. Is that for one kind of action or
Yeah, it'll be
continuous?
1
Okay.
turn.
Oh, so
Okay.
-1 forward.
Is that minus
Yeah.
1 forward? Okay.
Forward is like
1 turn.
one thing. Ongoing is like continuous.
I'm wondering, little stroke of genius, can I use my angel wings on the creature?
Sure. Why? How would you do that?
Yeah.
You trying to fly it out of there?
I'm trying to take this bitch on land, even the playing field.
Isn't it huge?
It is very large. Its eye was like 1.5 2 feet in diameter. Its mouth was a good like 8 or 9 feet across.
How far away?
It was able to swallow you whole.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. All the more reason why I should try and bring it up. How far was the hole from where the ATV, like where we originally were?
Right on the side.
Right,
Yeah.
right next to it?
Yep.
Shit.
About 20 feet down. There's
Okay.
There are 2 ATVs left on the
Oh my God. Nope.
surface.
I'll kill every one of us if I try and do that.
One of them is tied to Walter, and the other is tied to Frank and is currently sitting at the bottom of this sinkhole.
Yeah.
Such
Okay.
an insane disaster.
Okay. Okay. So
Chef Tony would be proud.
okay. So you know what I'm going to do? How about, yeah. So I've been there before. I'm going to try and bring.
I've been in a fucking mine hole in Eastern Australia fighting a giant.
No, not
shrimp monster.
not the hole I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the seconds before we were driving down to that area. Okay, so this is my initial thought. I'm thinking I can maybe try and bring this on land, but just back more from, we traveled along.
I think
the
it's a
path.
good idea. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's gonna work, but I think
We're fucking doing it. We're going to use my angel wing. So
Okay.
I'm still in Angela Bassett form. The wings come back out. I'll take the goddamn damage. I don't even give a shit right now. I'm so nervous. So what I'm going to do is the wings are important. So I'm going to spread the wings. This is going to be disastrous because if this is successful, the displacement of the mass of the creature and okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to do it. So yeah, I'm going to lay
yeah,
my
fuck up
so
your team if it succeeds.
It's
Basically,
gonna be perfect.
is this what we want to do?
Par for the course.
Do it.
Go
Oh, yeah.
for
Do
it.
it.
Go
All right,
for it.
doing.
So I'm just going ultimate mode. I got the starry eyes. My starry eyes start just glowing. I am now gotten to a younger version of Angela Bassett. We're talking vampire in Brooklyn. When she got turned into a vampire, that's what we're doing right now.
Okay.
So I'm going to use, I'm going to two things. Nothing. This is more dramatic. But I'm going to use my wings to kind of maybe try and push you guys up or away from maybe, I don't know, something. But I'm going to just try and grab myself onto this creature. I'm close to it. I'm just imagining.
You're just outside of its mouth.
Yeah, okay, so better yet, I will use the wings to push me right down into its mouth, grab onto a piece of this creature, say, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers, and then roll it out. Let's see. God damn it.
Oh my lord.
What's it plus? Not enough.
What do you roll for it?
What's your
Oh,
wings?
it's in my face. I'm
You
sorry.
do have -1
Yep.
forward.
-1 +1.
So he's
Four.
3, 4.
it's feeling like a
So,
luck
4.
scenario, Dante.
Yeah, it might be a luck scenario.
Hachu, would you look at
Oh,
that?
he's already used one too,
Oh,
right?
fuck.
I still
Nice.
I mean, if there's a time to use it, though, I mean, I
Yep.
feel like
Yeah,
everyone
so-
in that hole is in pretty rough shape.
I realize that that's not going to work. And so I realized I got to do something good again. So I'm like, now I owe Walter 2 drinks, but I also got a surprise for Walter later. That's going to make up for the good. So I got to do something good, which I guess is try and save you guys. But if this is successful, so yeah.
Yeah.
Or it can be, I don't know, or it can be something down the road.
Okay.
I mean, the good I'm trying.
Are you trying to figure out the good thing you do because you use luck?
Yeah. It's to save all of us. My idea is that every time we hit this thing, it keeps hurting us and burning us and eventually killing us. So I'm just trying to remove it from the equation, realizing after I activate the ability that the displacement of everything is going
Yeah,
to
I'll figure
cause.
that out.
But this
Yeah.
is for a good cause,
Yeah.
for science. Wakanda.
What
I just
is-
screamed Wakanda. Forever.
What is more important to you? Getting this thing out or saving your team?
saving the team?
Okay. So
I
you
was very concerned when old Laughs McGee over there thought he was going to laugh himself to death. I seem to like you guys enough, so I think that's my. Because for my all
wings-
intents and purposes, I don't even know if this is what we're looking for. So
your wings spread out from your back and they give one sharp push down and streamline against your body as you sort of turn and dive down into this thing's mouth. You all see him disappear.
Hell
you take
yeah.
one harm
beautiful.
from this thing's blood.
okay, I am now unstable.
That's
yeah.
my first. So you dive down into this thing. The rest of you, he fucking disappears into this inky black cloud into this creature's mouth.
This inky African American cloud. Thank you.
And they're
Never really.
Never.
the creature's like, no. This I have nothing to do with
Deep in
this.
the archives.
all of you see him disappear as the water is like sloshing around inside of this hole. You're all kind of trying to see what in the fuck is going on, and you see Angela Bassett disappear into this. There's a beat. There's 2 beats. The water starts calming down, and you're all kind of like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, there is this explosion of black ichor that explodes upwards and out of the water as you see
Squirter.
Angela.
I was just about to say, y'all got came on.
Oh my God.
As you see this thick angelic form burst from the water and fly
Definitely
up
thick.
into the air as this creature sinks below into the bottom of the into this sinkhole dead.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Kill it?
Yowza.
You saved them all. You
Yeah.
didn't get it out, but you saved everybody.
Let's go.
I think Bobby just kind of heads to the edge of this tunnel, this sinkhole, and stays there for a beat, kind of surveying everything.
So as that happens, I'm still as Angela Bassett. I land, and then I turn back into my Lance Reddick form, and I look at you all and I say, never underestimate your bartender. as corny as possible. And I'm just like shaking clearly because I didn't think anything was going to happen good. So I'm trying to play it cool.
This pool of water is now filling up with this creature's like poisony ichor blood. But again, when Walter first hit the water, you felt that there was a current. And you can see that as it's filling up, it's also moving in a direction out of this sinkhole from the bottom. So it's sort of cleaning itself out as you sit here and float and kind of try to assess the situation of what you've just been through.
I throw a net down there and I say, guys, down there, look. And I'm trying to point. I say, get that thing.
Bobby, I think, probably makes eyes with Walter and nods, and he falls into the water with his aspirator and starts swimming down and kind of grabs the net and passes it off to Walter.
Okay.
Yeah, Walter kind of like eagerly like
I
he's
start throwing ropes down too.
hyped up, and he grabs the net and he's gonna push himself down and try to scoop up the whatever
Whatever it is.
the thing that fell out of it.
Okay. So you guys swim down, you have this net, and you go and pick up this poop.
It's more like a ambergris.
It's like a little turd.
I swim back up and
That's good shit.
It's a little.
I hold it above the surface.
Walter, that's
Pull up aspirator.
Woo, we got it, boys! We did it!
Walter.
Woo! Them stanky little boys.
That's
I take the net and I take it out.
that's an eel turd, buddy.
And then I throw a couple ropes down.
Cut
job.
Cut them open. Little baby shrimp in there. What we
Yeah,
got?
we'll grill that up as soon as we get back.
Roll it up in some tinfoil.
Something's happening down here. Something's clearing out. We got, I don't know, the water's spilling around.
It looks like, guys, there's a way down, and I mean, as psyched as I am to be down here,
I'm ready to go for another one. He
All
takes
right.
the pull off the respirator.
Wait,
Toss me down
wait.
a seltzer.
Wait.
Real quick.
Thank you. Okay. I was just about to say, Walter, you need 2. and I crack 2 like Stone Cold,
Give me the hydration station.
and I
Hold
friggin'
on.
crack those bitches together and I toss them at him. Stone Cold style.
Walter.
And now my evil deeds
shit.
are done, so I'm even. I'm balancing the good and the evil.
Walter, Bobby, there's a subterranean river for you to explore. Let's hop to, boys. Come on.
yeah. All right. Well, I think that's All right. Does he know that that's a turd?
Yeah, you guys still
I
floating in
tried.
the water, or are
I'm
you?
like
I tried
up on
some
the.
as a
I'm
turd.
still on. I haven't gone in. I'm still on the surface,
Smart man.
emptying the net, and I
have-
get a stick and I start poking the turd.
I've tied a rope around myself. Trent, pull me up.
Trent, give me a investigate a mystery as you ignore Ken asking for a hand up.
Actually, real quick, while he's doing that,
Just pulling the rope.
Snake eyes.
No, he did it. No, he did it.
Just pulling the rope, Trent.
Jesus.
Five fucking snake eyes.
Crazy.
Trent, pulling the rope.
Do I still have my -1 forward because I used luck instead?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Because I overrode the
Well, I mean,
-1 forward to use the
The
luck?
-1 was because of the turbulent
Yeah,
water.
so
I'd
if you're
say
out of the water, it's
I'd
gone.
say that scenario is over.
Yeah.
Hey, Trent, just pull the rope.
I say this smells. This is awful. Oh man. Oh, I kind of kick it into the water like in pieces.
I know you can hear me, Trent. Pull
And
on the
then
fucking rope.
I start pulling on the rope.
Trent, if you don't pull the goddamn rope,
Walter's going.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
I got shit on my.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Bobby's
man.
not far behind him.
Okay.
I told you to never underestimate the bar. Did you not see the shit I just did? Did you not just see me kill that shit?
Make me a slow gin fizz and we'll talk.
Trent. I
I
forget
love
Trent's a
it, Jim.
teenager.
Walter,
That was fire.
So Walter and Robert, the two of you are still down in the water, and you're going to kind of try to like.
I think scope it out. Not like shoot down a tunnel or anything.
Walter's shooting down.
Walter's already back in there.
7 seltzers deep. He's shooting.
Let's fucking go!
He's a
He's in
fucking
there.
Hey, I just read both those seltzers.
Oh, yes.
So he's 8 deep. So
A debt must always be repaid.
he's floating up at the surface. Trent, you've pulled this turd in a net up, and you hear as it breaks, as you like pull it up onto the side, you hear from below you, Leroy Jenkins! And Walter dives beneath the surface, and you see him slide out from underneath the wall of the sinkhole and disappear from sight. What a mundane. You have throw yourself into dangerous situations?
I do.
What's that one do for you?
Because
Jack shit.
2 holds
Okay. So you get 2
going
holds.
forward, so I can use those holds to inflict harm, reduce someone's harm, or take +2 forward on the act under pressure roll. That's called What Could Go Wrong.
What could go wrong from you Leroy Jenkins it into a sinkhole
Yes.
river? Excellent. You all see him disappear.
I imagine Bobby was like trying to like do a slow kind of circle around it, and then he just sees Walter like dolphin and then head straight down and then just shoot into a tunnel.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly what you see.
Bobby swims to the surface,
Does Walter also make a dolphin call as he does that?
and he as he breaks the surface, he says, so, I mean, I know that we usually joke about Walter dying, but I think there's a good chance that Walter is going to die as he is now spelunking underwater by himself. So, are we doing this?
Did you at least tie a rope to him?
Nope.
We can use him as
Nope.
bait.
He is free balling it.
No, he's still attached to a rope
Oh, he is. Okay.
to the ATV.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
The one in the water or the one up top?
No, I
It was a
think
different
it was
one.
It was a different one.
Yeah.
And you said you switched.
I say, well, if we can get this thing started, I mean, if something grabs him, we can, basically use him as a lure, like fishing line.
I do have my whip. We can,
Worked well the first time.
Well, he's already tied on. He's tied on.
oh yes, he is.
Has
Or we
the-
can just pull him out.
And
has
if
the-
I can use another mundane ability. Oops.
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 If you want to stumble across something important, tell the keeper. Find something important and useful, although not necessarily related to your immediate problems.
Okay. This rope is still tied off to your waist, so you try to dive down and you make it below the edge of this sinkhole and disappear from sight. But the rope doesn't let you go more than like 4 or 5 feet past that point before you're kind of stuck and trying to swim, but you can't. And as you look around, you look off to the side and you see a couple of different holes in this wall. It looks like there might be like smaller caves that jut off from this main river source. You can't really make anything out past the fact that there's some holes in the side of this thing. A couple of them look like they might head upward and break the surface of this water and might be like an air hole.
Could I fit through them?
You looks like you could probably fit through them if you untied this rope.
Walter tries to untie the rope.
I mean,
Not-
he's got oxygen. He take all the time he wants.
Yeah. It's not super well tied. If you want to just kind of like
you see
pull that
Bobby put
cord
his
and
head
go.
down into the water, and then he looks up. Okay, so now he's
The rope
now he's
suddenly goes
untying
slack.
the rope.
The rope goes slack.
It takes me a few moments.
He's
If somebody
working
doesn't
on it.
pull me out, then I'm going to.
what is everybody else doing?
You see Bobby says that, and he's holding up the rope in one hand, slack.
My
It says that.
hockey is unstable, so
Oh,
I say to the
shit.
group, I do not feel so well.
You shouldn't have
took
a
some
seltzer.
damage. I will drink a seltzer.
You might want. It might be time to switch to hydration powder.
Oh.
Shit's getting real.
I remember. I have hydration powder. So I won't say what I do with the hydration powder, but but I take a baggie out and
hydrate.
Is it?
somehow
Are you using a key, the top of a urinal, a mirror?
Let me see.
The
What do I-
seat of the seat of the ATV.
Yeah.
Can I?
Oh no! I pull out a. What?
You get-
no, please, no, please.
Can I roll preparedness?
Because I was about to try the same thing.
Dear
no.
Lord.
It's,
On
so
a
wait,
miss,
what happens?
on a miss, you know where it is, but it's somewhere real bad.
So
Please, of my ass.
So hang on. I brought a mirror. I had a mirror with. Oh no, it's down. Oh,
it's
Walter asked before because he thought he had like a nose hair issue, so he borrowed my mirror. So I think he has it.
it's not even the mirror that's the real problem. The mirror would be really nice because it'd make it cleaner. The problem is that you have a straw. It's a good straw. It's solid. Doesn't cut up the inside of your nose when you're using it.
That's a good straw.
Real
It's,
good.
it's metal, but I like the one end is real is round. It's sanded down. It's real nice.
That's awesome that you're using a metal straw.
Yeah.
That's really
Problem is
Very environmentally friendly.
your ex-wife has it.
Oh no!
Fuck, Carol.
She got it in the divorce.
Fucking Carol. You
So
know, if we want to go to Melbourne on the way back,
Do you
we
think
can,
he's
we can
dead?
get the
Do you
straw
think he's
back.
dead yet?
no.
Walter, do you think he's dead?
Who?
Walter.
Who?
I
Yeah,
point,
I've lost
point
sight
into
of
the
him
hole.
now. I can't see
Wait.
him anymore.
Hold on. Okay.
Walter.
Wait,
Oh,
who's
yeah.
Walter?
Jesus
I
guy.
have an idea. Oh, and then I immediately, bam, turn back into Angela Bassett with long nails. And then I, scoop it with my nail, make sure that the dose is the
You
proper
went in an
amount.
angelic form in order to take a bump.
Everything is dirty out here.
Amazing.
And that's the sound I make as soon as I'm done.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know if I
That's,
get any health back, but
Those are
okay, I
some
feel
impressive nails, Hockey.
It's like
Maybe do you want to maybe go grab Walter while you're in
oh
sexy
shit,
angel
oh
form?
shit. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna use.
You're into
Angel
that
wings.
too, Trent?
why not?
Yeah,
I was going to do that. I was unstable, so I had to do that. 5.
Oh, I see the one.
Has anyone rolled something?
I rolled a 6.
That's yeah.
Yeah. So consequence is on a wait. It doesn't really say.
That's because usually if it's a miss, the keeper just makes a hard move.
Okay.
Yeah.
So either way, you're all separated or all appear in the wrong place. That's basically. So it's me going for. Wait, I'm going after Walter. So yeah, we either both end up in the wrong place.
I just hope no one ends up at
But yeah,
Carol's
so
house.
I look at before that happens, I look at Trent and I say, "Save this for Walter," and I throw you the medicine powder, and then
So
and as I do that, then you lay it
you
on me.
dive down into the water, and as you dive down, you try to think of Walter and being next to him and saving him, and you're not sure where he is. You know he's on the other side, and you just want to appear next to him, but the only thought in your head is Ken's ex-wife Carol in Melbourne.
Oh my
And
fucking
as the water, as you break the surface of the water, you arise in a pool in the city of Melbourne.
And then I say, "Cocaine's a hell of a drug."
So Walter,
It's a hard move.
you have
hard move.
I am in Melbourne. Okay.
So Walter, you successfully untied this rope.
Untie the rope. I have a net in my hand,
Oh my
and
god,
I'm going fishing for shrimp. I
You're
am
fucking
fired
going for
up.
it, bud.
that's Carol.
You're
That ass got me all
you
the
see
way to
these
Melbourne.
caves, but you are hyper focused on your goal. From everything that you've learned so far on this trip, you know that they want fresh water. They're deep underground. They avoid sunlight. It's a troglodytic species that is going to be deep in this cave. So you just fucking bite down on that regulator, kick your flippers, and fucking ride this current down into the darkness.
Does he have Frank with him?
No, Frank is just chilling, tied to an plugged into an ATV,
Sitting at the bottom of the.
underneath this creature's corpse right now. Frank's in a bad way.
Maybe we can cut some pieces off of this and just pass it off as something.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No. What were you going to say? You first.
Just said if I have to act under pressure, I do have a hold for that.
Your adrenaline just keeps pushing you forward before you realize that there's nobody behind you. Your team did not follow you down, and you're just alone in this blackness. The walls of the cave have been closing in, and the water is moving faster where you are. So I'm going to need you to give me an act under pressure roll to see how you handle this situation. If you just continue to push down or realize
There it
you're
is.
not
What
in
was
a good
that?
place.
That's
Snake Eyes?
with a -1 ongoing. That's an 11.
Ooh,
Wow. Thank fucking God.
Jesus save.
Jesus,
Praise
take
him.
the flippers.
Take the wheel.
So as you...
I'm thinking about how I probably need to find a Baptist church.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
oh.
Very important. You're already starting to sing some of the hymns in your head, getting ready.
Thinking about how it was so much more fun.
Lively.
Neighbors I knew that like hearing the music.
You feel this diversion in the current as you're pushing down. You can't see anything, but you feel the water move differently, and you follow God's divine will and take a break in this
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
underwater river. You break the surface into a dry cave. The water doesn't reach up into here. There's a few stalactites and mites, but it's pitch fucking black as you kind of like pull your night vision goggles out of your dry sack, put them on, click them on. You hear that as they turn on, and you see you're alone in a black cave, probably like a 6-foot
African
room.
American cave.
Thank you.
I go fishing.
No, Australian American cave.
I go fishing.
You fishing? What you fishing for?
Fish for scrimp.
Fishing for some scrimp?
Barbecue
Fishing
scrimp.
for some scrimp.
Some-
I got my net. I got my night vision, and I'm getting after it.
Cool. You sit down on the edge of this water. You have your night vision on. You throw your net into the water you just crawled out of, and you start humming a hymn to yourself. And we go back to the rest of the group.
So, guys, Walter's probably dead, right?
You hear Bobby break the surface again from down there.
Bobby, I got an idea.
He pulls the respirator out of his mouth. He says, "Yeah, I don't think Walter's coming back."
That's fine. Whatever. Look, I got an idea. I know you kind of flunked out of necromancy school, but
Why do we always have to bring this up?
look, I've got a fucking plan, all right?
Where
think
the fuck am I?
you know who knows where the shrimp are? Do you know who knows?
Who?
That fucker. And I point to the dead monster. All right. You guys see that giant eyeball? Pull it up. Bring it up here.
Bar me because I'm in Hellburn.
Fucker, you
We're doing magic.
Bobby takes his ritual knife.
Okay.
That's part of my gear, and he swims down, and he's kind of muttering to himself about flunking out. Yet apparently, I'm the one that's going to do all the work. And he cuts.
Exactly.
He starts working on the eyeball underwater, and he puts it in the sack
Okay.
that he's got for the shrimp.
Throw a rope down.
Yeah, magic school graduates don't have to do any work, Bobby.
And then he kind of throws it over the side, and it kind of squelches as he puts it down and pulls himself up over the edge.
Yeah, they don't have to do the dirty work because they can do magic.
Where the hell am I?
Sick.
They don't
All right.
they don't just make fried food cold.
Luckily, Walter is
fucker.
dead, so he's going to miss all this dark arts shit. But look, we've got the eye.
Am I in a swimming pool?
Where's hockey?
Hockey?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where am I? Am I in a swimming pool?
But look, we got the eye.
Who is
the
that hot
monster
woman?
knew where it was. Let's fucking scry. Necromancy style.
I mean, I can, but I can't promise that the results will be exactly what you want.
Look, look, sometimes like I usually have to like eat a part of the monster or something, but sometimes I can kind of tune in. I don't know if I can do that because this thing is fucking dead, and usually the monsters are still alive when I do that. But maybe you can. I can walk you through it.
All right. Well, hang on.
This is fucking Necromancy 101, man.
Hang on.
his-
Whoa. Let me just my wetsuit here. Hang on. Did you say Necromancy 101?
Yeah.
I have that. I have that tome. Hang on. So that'll I read some choice excerpts to Bobby from Necromancy 101 to give him +1 forward to use magic.
What? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bobby's
you just use your library?
Mystical laboratory.
All right, and
yeah.
I'm going to try to help out Bobby.
Bobby's gonna start using his dagger to draw out a circle around this eye.
Hey, anybody know what happened to hockey?
Meanwhile, Angela Bassett emerges from a pool in front of Carol, who's questioning her sexuality.
I mean,
Who is this woman?
yes,
It's so beautiful.
she is. She looks. Yeah, it looks like 80s supermodel Carol Alt. Maybe it is. Who knows?
Like she was super hot in the 80s. Like she's
yeah.
probably still pretty
Still
hot.
pretty- yeah.
This
Yeah.
woman.
Still
Now,
like
like she's in her 60s.
Now 60. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, Hockey, you come up in a
She's a
pool
gilf.
in Melbourne and you see
Where the fuck
a
am I?
very attractive woman in a bikini sunning herself by the pool. In the background, you kind of look past her as she like gets up and pulls her sunglasses off. You could swear you see a picture of Ken in the background.
Oh, I know. Wait, what's her name? Carol?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Carol. I'm still Angela Bassett, though, right?
Yes.
Wings are gone.
Okay.
I swim right up to that fine lady. I say, hello, Carol. I am your guardian angel.
What the fuck?
And then I grab her and I try and teleport us all back.
Wow.
Or we don't have to do that. It sounds like fun.
Do that. You're forgetting the straw, though.
The straw? Oh, shh. Wait, no, I didn't have the straw.
Carol does.
Carol does.
It was on the side table.
No, it's on her person's. This is why I had to bring her back.
It's definitely in her drink. Yeah.
It's in her drink.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
So
Finally,
that's him.
we get a success.
A success.
Yeah.
So I get to exactly where I want to go.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go back. Oh, it's going to be great. Perfect.
She's
I'm
gonna.
I'm going to grab her. I'm going to tell her, I'm your guardian angel. And I grab her by the hand. Poof, we appear back at the ATV. Well, where the ATV was. I reach into her drink. I take the straw and say, I need this. And then, poof, she goes back. Let's go. She's no longer. Wait, is Ken there?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
So-
sees him for a moment standing around a demonic circle with a giant eyeball.
I
in
pop
it.
up so she can see him because he said Carol to me. So I pop up right in front so he can see her for a second. As they're both like, I take the drink and I say, I take the straw and I say, and whatever, goodbye. Boop, and then she's back.
In that,
And then I say, I got this straw.
Split second that
Amazing.
she sees Ken, she lets out this audible, "You fucking bitch!"
Boom.
Gone.
And then I'm like, where's Walter? And I'm holding the straw looking for Walter.
You just.
And now I'm back.
Walter's dead, but we're gonna do some cool necromancy shit.
I don't know how, but that's gonna cost me like 6 figures in alimony. That's
Ken, I thought you wanted to see her. That was the last thing you said. And then I appeared.
no. What
I
I,
told
said
her I was
was
her guardian angel, and here we are.
what I said that Carol has the straw, but she's the last person I want to see right now. So I think you might have misheard me.
I thought you said that was the last person you saw.
No.
Oh, my mistake. Well, she is gone now, and I have this straw.
She can
Where
rot
is
in
Walter?
hell.
Where is Walter?
Can you make that happen?
Trent, do you have the magic powder?
Hockey, I need you to. I need to focus.
Okay,
all right?
I'm sorry. I was in a mill. I don't even know. Okay,
Look.
okay, I'm okay.
All right.
Oh, I am now extra.
Somebody's cool. All right.
Look, we're pretty sure Walter's dead. He's been down there a really
you
long
said
time.
I'm sorry. My brain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Walter is dead.
But we're focused on the mission. We're gonna use Monster Eye to
Okay.
figure out where the shrimp are.
if you use Monster's eye and we find a shrimp, I can just show up, poof, take the net,
No shit.
bring the shrimp. We get Walter back. We do
or we don't.
medicine
you know,
powder.
it's-
Walter's
If
dead.
Walter is dead,
Walter's secondary.
oh, I didn't use luck. Okay, thank God. So if Walter is dead, I don't care. I don't have to do good. I just need to do medicine powder. Okay, where is the eye? Let's get this done. I want to go back to work. I got to make a drink. I need to make drink for this cocktail. I have to go back. So let's do this, please.
Can you make a cocktail for Carol?
No, this cocktail is
No,
for Walter.
Okay, but this, yeah, can you make one for Carol later, maybe?
She will be a sidecar. Okay.
With arsenic. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay.
You didn't hear that.
She
None
will
of you
be.
heard that.
She will be boilermaker. She will be beer and shot. Okay. Okay.
All right, Robert, give me that scrying necromancy roll with help from Trent.
Is this like
and plus
big
one.
magic?
Yeah.
Is this
This
Let
would
me-
be
This might be
use
big
magic.
magic.
I don't
Use
know.
magic.
Let me read. So you've decided to learn necromancy. Congratulations.
I got a 7, so I help, but I put myself in harm.
Okay.
An alluring future of magic awaits you. Here's how you start.
So you got plus 2. Oh,
that's
boy.
a 1.
He's rolled
That's
one
one
die.
and a 2.
And a 1. And a 2.
Necromancy.
This might be the time.
Necromancy
Yeah, I
is
gotta use a luck point for this.
a compound word. Necro.
Wait, Dan, hold on. You rolled a 3.
Yep,
You have plus 3 weird,
that's 6,
and we gave you plus 2.
7, 8,
That's an 8.
and 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to take the partial success?
That's mixed success.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do that.
That means that there's a cost.
Perfect.
And I also expose myself to danger.
Necro meaning death. Mancy meaning to romance.
Hey, Ken, can you shut the fuck up? Thanks.
So, Robert, you use your dagger to carve out this sort of set of sigils on the ground, and you place the eye in it to use it as sort of your, like, focus.
You guys see me at certain points, like, kind of thinking about the sigil for a moment,
hockey.
and then, like, erasing part of it.
Yeah.
I
And
think
then
he's
redrawing
just
it.
drawing dicks on the ground.
And
Like he's absolutely just using that dagger to draw dicks in the dirt.
I
Look
definitely
at that one.
see a penis there.
so you set the eye down, and
I see a dick.
it's round. So it kind of keeps rolling out of the sigil, the set of sigils. So Trent, you go to assist him, and you put your hands on the side of it to hold it in place to complete this ritual. And Robert, you begin uttering this sort of incantation, and you raise the dagger above your hand and you stab it down into this eye. You weren't quite expecting the amount of pressure that the inside juice of this eye would hold. And as you stab it in, this eruption of liquid comes spraying out. The two of you take one harm as this ichor flows out and gets onto your hands and sprays onto your face.
That
And
is
you
disgusting.
can feel it burning. As you close your eyes to stop it from getting this liquid from getting into your eyes,
I have goggles on.
there's this searing pain that sort of like whites out your brain. You get this vision of a set of cave systems further down in the tunnel that this thing has used at some point. You could swear that in this hazy vision, you see these small shrimp-like creatures floating in this stagnant pool of cave water.
Hey, how's my fishing going?
Very poorly. But what you do see as you sit here in the darkness, you kind of switch off your night vision goggles to sort of save some of the battery, knowing that it's made in China. So it said 6 hours, but you may only get 2 out of it. So you turn it off to save battery. But what you notice when you take it off is there is this blue glow in the ceiling of the cave above you. And as you kind of look up, you see all of these small little points of bluish light dotting the roof of the cave that you're sitting in.
Can I reach up to him with the net?
Sure, you can reach up to him. As you reach up, you see the net almost kind of catch on something. Like you pull the net up and it looks like it hit something that is below these worms as you go to like put it up, and you see these little blue glowing worms begin to like gyrate as the net moves below them, making contact with something that you can't see.
I think you turned the worms on.
They do seem to be getting engorged.
I try to catch some worms.
Cool.
You can go back to them.
So give me a
Survival rule.
I think it's
Or read a bad situation.
I think it's a read a bad situation.
That works.
Hey,
Is that sharp?
Yep.
Yep.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Oh, no, 8.
Okay.
-1 ongoing.
So that's
a mixed success.
7 mixed success. You see that you can't quite get him with the net, so you stand up and you reach your hand to grab one of these things. And as your fingers wrap around it and sort of squeeze to pull it off the roof, you feel this like it kind of squeeze and give under the pressure of your fingers.
you give it a little tug.
And there is this like drip of liquid that hits on the back of your neck, and there's sort of like this sting of pain for a second. Oh, that felt kind of cold. Didn't hurt, but it didn't. It felt like ice hit the back of your neck and is like rolling down under your shirt. We move back to the rest of you.
Bobby's kind of reeling from this eyeball exploding, and he's standing kind of shaking, wringing his hands out, trying to get some of the ichor off of him. He kind of winces from, like, as he starts to like wipe the slime off, he realizes that it's kind of like creating this burning sensation.
Yep.
And I am unstable at the moment.
So it gets on you, and I don't know if anybody's ever gotten like a bad oil burn, but it hits you and you immediately go to like wipe it off, and you just tear the skin off of your arm. It just sloughs off under
Don't
this.
do that.
And it is just, there's that like pinkish white raw, like exposed muscle.
Yep.
Oh shit! Do we got burn cream? We must have fucking burn
I do.
cream, right? You got the first aid
yeah,
kit.
I have the
We have some
medical
burn cream.
supplies.
Bobby
One of us.
closes his eyes and like just lets his hands kind of hang limply by his sides.
That's makes that eye explosion like a way less sexy, because it was like at first I was like, whoa, sploosh, but then the skin melting off is not.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's
and,
not my thing. That's not me. You know,
I'm gonna be honest.
I know some people are into that.
Did you see it though? Did you see where they are?
Yeah, but they're exactly where we thought they'd be.
Oh well, cool. I guess now we know we're not wasting our time. Lead on.
Yeah,
Show me the way.
Put some gauze over your arm first.
Before we go, Straw. This man needs medical attention.
Okay,
He needs some-
here you go.
yeah.
Straw.
Maybe if you put a little hydration powder on there and then you burn it
Yeah,
up.
I got it right here.
Trent has the powder, the hydration. I have the straw.
We got to cauterize the arm first. This is going to hurt
Give me
you
that,
a lot,
give me that
Bobby.
necromancy book.
These will help
Flat
with your pain.
surface. Here we go.
Bobby is just kind of letting it all happen around him, and he's just standing there.
I pour some hydration
Here,
powder
have
on the
have a
necromancy
salsa.
book.
Have a salsa.
So
Oh, this will
Shut up.
I
Drink.
mean-
I'm a bartender. Shut up and drink.
fine. And Bobby,
You hear crackling from the bag on the back of the ATV.
Bobby hears that just after he's ripped a line.
So
off the necromancy.
those of you who have taken some hydration powder,
Yep.
you get plus
took a lot.
1 forward.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Yep.
In the kitchen life, y'all's need a little something to pick you up.
A little pick me up. What is it? A little Thanksgiving dinner for your snout, daddy.
What does unstable do? Probably -1 forward.
Unstable
I don't know.
injuries will worsen as time passes.
All right.
And you
Yeah,
can
'cause I'm
take
still unstable.
more harm from future wounds.
Right.
I'm unstable as well.
Yeah.
What he's gonna do is actually he will take off his shirt and put on the upper half of the wetsuit.
Okay.
So it kind of just contains it at this point, even though it's probably excruciating. And then he will kind of his arms out in pain, pull the antenna walkie-talkie out by the antenna from the back of the pack and hand it to someone.
Okay.
Hello? Who's it?
Team, this is Walter. Is anybody else still alive?
Holy shit, your necromancy worked.
No, I didn't reanimate Walter. Walter.
No, you're just talking to him from beyond the grave.
Walter
Come
is
in.
dead?
Can you hear me? Come in.
Oh my God, Walter, you are dead. But you are
Walter,
here.
what's it like on the other side? Over.
I stop. I mean, don't endanger yourselves. Is everybody okay? If you're looking for me, I'm safe. I'm in a cave. I'm everything is
Do you
good.
see a light?
Yeah, I got some blue wormy lights.
Yeah, Walter,
They're
you
fucking
wanna
wild, man.
you want to
at-
go to the light, buddy?
Be at peace. Be at peace, friend. Hey, you were an asshole at first, but once we got you drunk, you were a pretty cool dude. And you know, I was
Walter,
Say again. Over. Did you?
Walter, the salsas, they were booze. I was going to give you cocaine, but I cannot find you. I was in Melbourne. I am back.
go with God, friend. Go with God.
Oh Jesus!
We love
Jesus,
you.
Lord.
We'll
Oh.
miss you.
I did
Walter,
I did
Walter,
two
you know
good
the
deeds.
you know the thing about Jesus? He loved to turn water into wine. I'm just throwing that at you right now. I want you to think about that because water's not great, but wine is fucking awesome. And salsa is like bubbly wine.
I'm in a cave, just like the Lord was.
I would not recommend staying down there for 3 days, though, my man. You don't have that kind of air supply.
Actually, Walter, as you're talking to them,
You guys are the least helpful motherfucker.
I have to see where I'm going.
Are we trying to find the shrimp?
Yep.
If you can show me where you are, I can get there, but I have to see to
That-
believe.
cold drop that hit you on the back of your neck, you felt sort of slip down beneath your wetsuit. It goes from icy cold to this burning sensation, and you take one harm as you feel what seems like some sort of liquid rolling under your skin.
Oh, I'm paying for it. I'm paying for it. If you can still hear me, I got there's these blue worms. They're icy cold, and yet they drip down me. I feel the heat.
Alcohol? did you give him?
Walter, those are not
He
on
got
the
the drip.
ingredient list
Too much
copy.
alcohol.
Look for the shrimps and come back up.
Actually, they were only 4%.
I'm looking for the shrimps. I don't see them. I'm in a cave. It's dark. It's dark place. I'm alone in here, and I'm being judged.
Walter,
You're
Walter,
not alone. God is with you, right,
Walter.
man?
Bobby turns the volume all the way down on the walkie, and he says to the rest of the group, he turns it off.
Hey,
And then
hey, Walter. No, can I see? Let me see that for a second.
No. Ken, we need to focus because if we don't, it's likely that Walter will die. I mean, we've that's kind of a foregone conclusion, but I might too.
Hey,
and
Bobby,
I'd rather not.
You want to go down there and find some? Okay,
Yes.
Then give me the fucking walkie-talkie, and I'll talk our boy over here through it.
I know where the shrimp
Okay, then get in the hole.
are. So, but I need more people with me.
Get in that shrimp hole.
I will
No,
take you.
you
Yeah.
know. See, here's the thing, Bobby. You know where the shrimp are,
Yeah.
and we don't. So get in the fucking hole.
You gotta follow me, Ken. You gotta all follow me. Otherwise, I don't think I can bring all the shrimp. I need. Do you know how many shrimp I need?
All right. Look, we don't know how to get the shrimp back anyway, but Hockey can get the shrimp back. So
Hockey can
you
get
and
the shrimp
Hockey go get the shrimp.
I'll just teleport.
We will go get Walter.
And you take me to the shrimp, I go back to the Ouroboros.
Yeah.
And the food is there. And I can make my goddamn cocktail list I haven't even been able to do.
So
Walter is dead or alive or dead, but I think he is dead, and I'm making a drink for him. He is dead.
You can make like a blue worm cocktail in his honor because
It will
that's
be
probably
delicious.
what is going to kill him right now.
So
Yeah.
you show me the way,
I will show
and I
you the
will
way.
go back to the Ouroboros.
and we'll go get Walter.
Well,
Perfect.
We'll get Walter's body.
Perfect.
I just want to say, I love you all very much. This was one of the greatest
I
adventures
am
of my
very
life.
conflicted with my
I am from
feelings about
Boston.
you because I
Ken,
gotta
I
say
think you are amazing, man. You're very handsome.
I like you very much,
Your
but then
mustache
sometimes
makes me want to turn into Angela Bassett.
and I want you to turn into Angela Bassett, and that's why I'm so conflicted.
Hey,
We are a collective. Anyways,
love is love. Didn't
Love
you say
is-
that?
I did, I
Yeah.
did, except for Carol.
So Walter, you haven't heard anything back on the walkie-talkie
We
for
turned
a
it
minute.
off.
Or
I
two.
totally forgot that we actually muted.
All right, let's go get him.
But so
He
this
hands you the-
burning sensation on your neck it's starting to get bad, and as you're kind of like moving around this cave, you keep feeling these like damp strings hit you in the face and on your arms, and as you make contact with one, you feel another drip of liquid come down from the ceiling and land on you as you kind of stumble around. Put your night vision goggles on to try to like see a little bit better, and you see that in this cave there are hundreds of these worms above you with these thin strands that hang down from the ceiling that you've been bumping into. And as you kind of like back away from them and try to get out from this mass of whatever the fuck is going on, you make your way deeper into that cave and you step back into this pool of water, and you look back and you see this cavern open up in front of you with two different colors of water in them. In the night vision goggles, it even shows up. One looks clear and one has this sort of opaqueness to them. Even in the night vision goggles, you can see in this layer of fresh water these small creatures floating in them. They almost look translucent, but with the night vision goggles, you can kind of make out their form floating in this water.
As you get the walkie-talkie back and you turn it up, you hear,
And there it was, and the Lord was with me, and I would not want for some motherfucking shrimp. I got it, boys.
Oh shit!
Is he alive? What the fuck is going on? Is he alive? Walter, are they like shrimp and is this like
the
a?
Lord and the shrimp are with me, and we are fucking loving it.
I got them all, boys.
Is like a shrimp in heaven situation?
Wait. Tell him to keep yelling.
Yes.
I'm gonna put on my snorkel and jump in the water.
Holler
Put my
head
away.
underwater. You dumb hick. We're coming for you.
Wait.
Walter, I am so ready to find you again. Wait, am I there? We're all there, right? None of
Yeah.
us split up yet?
All four of you are there. Walter's
All right,
the
we're-
only one who's
Walter,
been
I am
separated.
so happy to hear your voice.
Walter, take one more harm for me.
Okay, Walter is now unstable, but he's in it.
You are in it.
And you hear him,
Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. So glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us.
Oh, this is that Faith Plus One song he kept telling me about.
he's scooping with a net.
You came from heaven to earth.
Just show me the way. He's not letting off the mic, so you can't actually like
Stop
get
it.
through to him.
I grab the cooler that we had, or the container that we had.
Yep.
And I'll bring that with us as we dive to
From
go
the
find
earth
him.
to the cross, my debt to pay.
I'm swimming down there with the rope, following the sound of his singing.
From the cross to the grave.
You can hear the reverberations. You actually see small, like, fish and other creatures as you make your way down this tunnel. You see them exiting from one of these caves.
Nice.
It looks like they're trying to get away from something.
I go in there.
down that
I
way.
head in there so
Hey,
everyone
Walter.
else can follow the rope.
Hey, Walter.
Lord, I lift your name on
Hey,
high.
Walter. You and Jesus are scaring the fucking shrimp away, buddy.
Oh, I'm knee deep in shrimp can, brother. Oh, I found it, and the Lord is with me, and the
Yeah.
shrimp are with me.
So
Hey, I take the walkie-talkie from him from behind,
Ooh,
and I
want
take
a
off my
fucking
mask.
Seltzer.
Ken, we need you to get down here with that blowtorch and a couple seltzers.
Just, Trent, as you come up out of that water and you see Walter like sitting on the edge of this cave, throwing a net out into the water, singing. Give me a read a bad situation roll.
Can I help him?
12.
Oh, never mind.
Nice. You see these like glowing worms in the top of the cave, and you see the strings hanging down. You can kind of pick a path through them where you can avoid any of these strings hanging down. you get to him, you grab that walkie-talkie, and you let them know that he's safe where it is, but you also let them know about these
that's why
creatures in this cave, and
Watch
that
out
they
for the
gotta
blue
watch out.
tendrils of the devil, because they will reach for you. They will try to pull you away.
Is Walter looking dehydrated down there?
No, he looks great. But there's a bunch of like evil worm things on the
Okay.
ceiling. Could you come burn them?
Seltzer's
Seltzers
torch,
and
hydration
torch.
powder. Got
Yep.
it.
Don't forget the straw.
And straw.
Did you get a new torch?
Thank you,
I
Carol.
assume he's got a
Oh,
new
yeah.
one.
yeah.
So you follow the rope that Trent has laid down through this underwater cave system, and you come up and you see these glowing worms. It's actually quite beautiful. It looks like you're standing out in upstate New York in the Catskills at night, and there's just these glowing, twinkling stars above you. It reminds you of the first date you ever had with your second ex-wife
Oh, yeah.
when you went stargazing.
We used to vacation in the Catskills.
Yeah.
One of those old-timey camp situations.
What the fuck are you talking about over there? Just burn these fucking things.
What, you never seen Dirty Dancing? It was like that, but like the dancing was the horizontal, if you know what I'm saying.
I do love Patrick Swayze.
Who doesn't?
Oh,
Well, thank God you're all right. Oh, I was worried about you. Hope was in danger looking for me, because I'm fine. I'm better than fine. I am
Walter
fucking
needs-
lifted up.
Walter needs the health powder. Give him
Fire me that shit
Walter.
right now,
Walter.
motherfucker. Fire me that hell.
my sweet baby angel, Walter. You need
He
this.
grabs the straw and just rips it
No.
right out of the bag.
That,
Right out of the
that was my whole stash.
Gone.
Fuck.
Does he get a +2 for it?
Praise him.
He's immortal right now.
Yep, 100%.
There is no harming him.
Yep.
He's transcended.
So
That
all three of you are
burning
high
sensation from
high
that
as
worm?
fuck and unstable.
Yes.
Feels like there's a beautiful woman caressing your back right now. It's doesn't hurt whatsoever. It feels amazing. So good.
Ken. Jesus is black and the devil's got a little dark blue worm dick. And he's coming for you. Let's get these shrimp. Let's go home and let's get fucking wild. Let's go down to Soho. Let's go fucking Midtown East. Let's go fucking uptown. Let's fucking get it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these shrimp and let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's go find some blue worm dicks and let's fucking go. I think I liked him better when he was all Jesused out.
What you get?
Yeah, we might
asked
have
for
pushed
this.
this. We might have went too hard, but it was worth it.
So you guys have a bunch of nets. You have some bags. You need to collect about 150 shrimp to 180 shrimp to bring back for
Minimum.
this Jack Ma dinner. How are you going to catch them?
Shit.
Cocaine.
Yeah. Throw Walter in the water. He seems to figure it out.
Give me a
Brings all the water, the shrimp to the surface.
You want to see
give
pressure?
me a plus weird roll.
Oh, shit.
Let's get weird.
Cocaine makes you weird.
Okay. That's an 8.
Okay.
7. -1 weird, -1 ongoing. But
Plus
still-
2 forward for coke.
Okay, so ends up a 9. Somebody wants to help?
Wow.
I can help. Oh no, right? Nope. Go
I
on.
think
on,
Bobby
Ken.
kind of walking around the pool can help.
Bobby's gonna help.
Yeah.
Is that +8?
11, 12, 13.
Nice.
That's a 10.
Walter, the net you're using, you're able to catch a couple at a time, but the shrimp are smaller than the actual holes in your net. So you think that your best plan is if you take off your fucking pants, tie the legs, and you
hell
use
yeah.
that as a net, you're going to be able to catch them a lot faster. Plus, you're going to be a little bit cooler. It's kind of hot down here.
Yeah.
It's real hot. You're sweating.
Hey,
Oh yeah, drugs.
that's
in
a
your
great
system.
idea. Let's all take our pants off.
I'm not wearing pants.
and grab some shrimp.
I'm wearing a loincloth. So
Walter's still wearing his chef pants because he
Dear
stayed late at
God.
the kitchen cleaning when everybody else went home to pack their bags. So he
That-
takes off his chef pants
I don't know what I'm looking at,
Big
but it's
billowy.
majestic.
and
It looks
just
good, doesn't
hauling
it?
up.
Start fucking scooping water.
I'll just help somehow.
Doesn't take
I'm not
long
wearing
before you
pants.
guys are able to like scoop up a fair amount of shrimp. The only problem with using the chef pants is the water is draining out. So these shrimp that need to live in water are not in water.
I can fill up the container that I brought down with me, right?
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
'cause I'm gonna
I'll Bobby will kind of reach down. He'll fill up the container, and as he hands me his pants after each pull from the pool, I'll dump them out into the container.
Word. So you notice the thing you all notice is the temperature of this water. It feels like bath water. It's probably sitting around like 85,
Well, Walter
90 degrees.
takes like 3 loads of pant shrimp back to Bobby, and then he stops. He grabs a shrimp and snorts one.
Oh,
Whoa! Yeah.
there you go. It's still living in that stomach.
And then goes back to harvesting.
Okay, that's going to come up later.
Trent's walking around
That is
using
not
the
a small animal.
It's
You
that
just
white shrimp.
using the handle of the net
South up your nose, kid.
crush worms, like to kind of clear an area around us so that people don't get like worm juice on them.
Cool.
And then
Some WJ.
someone says something about the water being hot, and he takes like the fucking worm juice, the cold worm juice, and he dips it in the water.
You see it sort of disperse in the water. It doesn't change the temperature of the water, but you do see that the shrimp near where you drip that liquid in immediately die off. You can, from this, you can probably assume that these worms hunt whatever's down there, and these strings go down into the water and able to actually
Like a bead of the liquid like goes down the
paralyzes
silk.
whatever agitates the string, paralyzes these shrimp, and then the string are able to wrap around them and pull them up into the worms in the ceiling.
Cool. All right, I'm killing the beautiful worms to make sure no one gets hurt.
They are beautiful.
I'm going to assist in the worm murder.
The worm genocide.
I guess I should be helping Walter because I'm going to be taking the shrimp.
Harvest it.
Yeah,
Harvesting.
yeah, harvesting because I'm going to be teleporting the shrimp back. So might as well help him with that so we can get the F out of here.
Probably only takes you about an
We're
hour
going to cook.
to collect these shrimp, but it has now been about 18 to 20 hours since you guys have landed in Australia after your 23-hour flight. So you guys have ostensibly been up for about 48 straight hours.
Yeah, we haven't
You're
slept.
exhausted.
No, I'm not.
That's true. Those of you who have
4 of
taken
us are not exhausted for now.
special hydration powder,
Little special. Yes. It was
Well,
what, me?
guys, do you guys have any more of that hydration powder?
your minds are
I think
firing in all cylinders.
I think
your
Walter
bodies
did
are
it all.
not.
Walter just did a whole heaping amount.
All right. Boom, boom, boom. That enough shrimp. Where are we at for shrimp? What is the shrimp count?
I think we're good. I mean, we're not going to count the
about
fucking shrimp, but I think we got like 200.
I need 180. 180. 180.
We good?
What
do you think?
Shrimp. What up?
I mean, we want to make sure that if Chef Tony, if he needs more than more than like the initial
couple more
amount that he
loads?
has something to test with, so he knows the flavors. So I think we need at least 200. I think we're
200
way
shrimp.
the 180,
200 shrimp.
200.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This man has
Yeah.
200.
200 shrimp. 200 shrimp.
You can see that Bobby is now elevating towards whatever level Walter is on.
So accurate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're all feeling it. So what I'm saying, what I'm doing, like, if you say 200, if you say we get 200, we get 200 more. I mean, we get a little bit more. I don't know. It's that 20 more pounds. We get to 200. We have to go. I am exhausted. I have to teleport this back. We have to go. Walter is not even human anymore. Walter is not making any sense. We need 200. We need to get 200 right now.
Listen on high.
Walter was never really human.
199,
He's a,
200.
child
All
of
right, let's
Jesus.
go.
So yeah, takes about an hour, but you guys collect enough shrimp that you think you're probably right around the number you need to be. Maybe a few extra, but
Perfect.
you need to get them out of this cave back to the mainland.
I will
To
need
the
assistance.
to the airport in Australia and a 23-hour flight back to keep these shrimp alive. How you pulling this off?
How many people can you bring?
Up to 2. So
Or 200 shrimp.
or 200 shrimp. I can either take the people, 2 people, or the shrimp and just me.
Take the shrimp.
Take the shrimp.
Go.
I need.
Hockey, spread your wings.
So
Just want to fly.
this in this fashion. Yep.
Just,
I turned Sailor Moon style.
I just want you to put your arms around those shrimp, baby.
So I turned into
Fly.
Angela Bassett, and I give Ken a big old embrace. And I say, "Give me some sugar," and I fly right on his lips, and that should be enough to give me the wings that I need to fly back, teleport back to the Ouroboros. 7 plus. Wait, what is it? What am I doing?
Plus weird.
8.
Plus 1 forward for Coke.
9.
Ken's gonna help out with
He's
a
at 10.
little tongue kiss when you're kissing.
Slip
So
out
weird.
tongue.
Whoa, with the 9, baby.
Help out for a 10. So
Wow.
it's a 10 for help out, so that'll get you there.
There you go.
So we tongue.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
Angela Bassett. I'm looking good. I'm
I'm,
still in the fierce mode back in Vampire in Brooklyn, like 90s. Or what is that, early 2000s?
I'm Richard Dreyfuss from the movie. What was it? I can't remember. Always
Deep cut.
in the
Always.
early 90s.
Hey,
Yeah.
promise me when we get back, we're going straight out. Let's
Mustachio
go
driver.
right out.
I look right at
No
Walter.
fucking around. Let's get out. Let's get after it.
I look at Walter and I say, "I'll see you there."
Sleep
He's,
on the flight.
Yeah,
Black
he's-
Jesus.
He's gonna sleep for like 20 hours. Like 20 hours. He's gonna be out. It's gonna be great.
I teleport there. We make out, and I wave at you all. And I will see you at Ouroboros.
So Walter, as you go to high five Black Jesus, your hand goes up and it passes through air as Hockey disappears from sight. And Hockey, you arrive back at Ouroboros. You arrive just in time to see Chef Tony arriving in the kitchen from his private event.
Oh shit! Oh the chef! Oh the chef! Oh the chef! I am unstable.
Hey, where the fuck are the rest of the kitchen?
Chef.
You guys call this fucking clean?
Oh.
This is fucking fun. I can't believe holy shit.
Oh, chef.
And that's
Chef.
where we'll end the session.
That's about right.
Nice.
Think of that guy with Walter getting his one-day coin from
You find yourself at the end of another episode. Thanks for listening, and help others find and enjoy our content by rating and review us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. It's always great to hear from you. Find us on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, Google it. You'll find it. And we'd also like to thank our intro music.
It's a Wilhelm Screams, Antti Martikainen, Adrian Von Ziegler.
Yeah, hit it, Ken.
They do great works. We got the Von Ziegler kid. He's great. Martikainen and a Wilhelm Screams. Make sure you check out our TikToks too. We're big into the TikTok now. It's where the kids are at.
See you next week.
Next Tuesday.
That's nasty.